You don't lack time. You just lack a plan to start today.
Many people after 50 keep chasing more knowledge, reading one book after another, watching countless videos, yet never truly taking action. If you see yourself in that pattern, it's time to change, starting today. You've already heard enough advice, you already know what needs to be done, but you still hesitate to take the first step. I'm not here to sugarcoat or paint a rosy picture. I simply want to share from my own real experiences. These are the 8 habits I had to give up in order to escape scarcity and build a stronger, more secure life. If you truly want to change your financial future and your health, let's go straight into the heart of the matter. And before we begin, if you find this important, please hit like and subscribe. Every click is a signal that you want to continue receiving practical and meaningful insights for your journey after 50. One of the most dangerous habits that many people over 50 still struggle with is impatience. At this stage of life, everyone longs to quickly gain more money and more financial security to feel at ease about the years ahead. But the mindset of wanting to get rich fast and see results immediately can easily push us into risky investment traps and tempting offers that hide serious dangers. Impatience also leads many to make hasty decisions, listening to friends, acquaintances, or advertisements without proper research, which results in financial loss and directly threatens the fragile security of retirement years. After turning 50, financial mistakes are harder to recover from compared to when you were younger, because the time to rebuild savings is much shorter. That's why instead of letting impatience take control, what you truly need is patience and a commitment to a clear long-term principle. Following a 3 to 5 year rule for safe investments is an effective way to both protect your capital and take advantage of the power of compound interest. You should not expect results in just a few months or a year, because sustainable growth always requires time to unfold. Compound interest only makes a real difference when you allow it to work for you steadily over many consecutive years. Discipline and calmness become your strongest weapons against the temptation of opportunities that sound attractive but are full of risk. When you learn to be patient, you not only preserve your financial safety but also find peace of mind, knowing that you are walking the right path toward a stable and secure life after 50. A common habit that pushes many people over 50 into financial trouble is shopping to fill emotional gaps. When feeling lonely, bored, or simply wanting to reward themselves, many easily spend money on things that are not truly necessary. At first, this can bring a quick sense of joy, but soon it is followed by regret, especially when looking back at the money wasted on items that provide no lasting value. If this habit continues, pensions and limited savings will quickly be drained, while old age actually requires a steady financial foundation to cover living expenses, healthcare, and other essential needs. To break free from this cycle, it is crucial to learn how to manage emotions and create a more intentional spending plan. One simple yet effective solution is to set up a small joy fund of about 5% of monthly income. This portion of money is reserved for affordable pleasures like buying a new book, caring for a few plants, or enjoying a relaxing coffee with friends. These choices provide emotional satisfaction without disrupting long-term financial stability. Having a clear limit for emotional spending reduces impulsive purchases and gives peace of mind, knowing you can still enjoy life without threatening your financial security. This balance between emotional needs and financial responsibility allows you to live comfortably while staying steady and secure after 50. One of the biggest obstacles that prevents many people after 50 from improving their finances is outdated skills. The world is changing rapidly. Technology evolves every day, yet many continue to rely on skills they have used for decades that no longer fit the current market. As a result, finding additional income becomes difficult, job opportunities shrink, while living expenses and healthcare needs keep rising. Without timely adaptation, those over 50 can easily fall into a passive and dependent situation. The solution, however, is not to start over with complicated new knowledge, but to choose simple, practical paths that align with existing experience. The first path is experience-based consulting, because after years of working and living, everyone has valuable insights to share with younger generations or with those seeking guidance in areas they know well. The second is reading or voice recording, since the demand for audiobooks, voiceovers, and narrated videos is growing, and this kind of work is light, easy to start, and well-suited for older adults. The third is learning how to create simple websites using no-code tools, which do not require programming but still allow you to build a service page, share knowledge, or even run an online store. These three directions are neither overly complex nor difficult to begin, while making full use of life experience and patience. They can help people over 50 gain extra income, feel useful again, and most importantly, regain confidence to continue adapting to a world that never stops changing. The fear of change is one of the silent reasons that holds many people after 50 back from stepping into a more active and confident stage of life. When faced with new technology, unfamiliar investment channels, or different ways of doing things, feelings of worry and doubt often rise to the surface. Many choose to stay still, believing that at this age there is no point in learning something new, but this avoidance only causes them to miss valuable opportunities. The world today moves quickly, and if you refuse to adapt, you limit your ability to access tools that could make life easier or create additional income. Overcoming this fear doesn't mean forcing yourself to make big, drastic changes right away, but rather building courage through small and consistent steps. The 15-minute do the hard thing exercise each day is a practical way to start. You can spend 15 minutes exploring a new app on your phone, reading an article about investing, or practicing a skill you once thought was too difficult. By maintaining this habit, your confidence grows little by little, and you will soon realize that change is not something to fear but an opportunity to explore, to learn, and to give yourself a more flexible future. After 50, the true value lies not in avoiding change, but in embracing it to open the door to a more sustainable and meaningful life. If you agree that it's time to step past fear and welcome new opportunities, hit the like button and leave a comment saying, "Ready," as a commitment to yourself. After the age of 50, many people tend to maintain the habit of listening to others without often questioning things for themselves. In the past, following instructions may have made work smoother and reduced mistakes, but at this stage of life, it can easily cause you to lose your sense of control. Without practicing independent thinking, you become vulnerable to unreliable advice or temporary trends, especially in crucial matters such as financial management, investing, or shaping your future direction. A single hasty decision made by following the crowd can cost you dearly and weaken the financial security that is already fragile in later years. To avoid falling into this trap, it is essential to develop the habit of self-questioning before taking action. A useful tool is the 4W1H method. Before each decision, pause and ask yourself, what am I planning to do? Why am I doing it? When is the right time? And how can I carry it out effectively? These questions help you see the essence of the issue, evaluate both benefits and risks, and strengthen your ability to manage emotions when faced with difficult choices. Once you become accustomed to this habit, you will find yourself more confident, less influenced by outside opinions, and better able to protect your own interests. This is a vital skill for anyone over 50 to maintain clarity, safeguard financial stability, and build a life that is secure and steady in the years ahead. Money doesn't slip away simply because you earn too little, but more often because of a lack of financial discipline. After the age of 50, many people still have a fairly stable income, sometimes even quite good, yet by the end of the month they find themselves with almost nothing left. The habit of spending impulsively makes them believe that small purchases don't matter, but when added up, those little expenses quickly drain the entire budget. The result is that after a lifetime of working, they still have no solid reserves to feel secure in old age. The real issue lies not in income, but in spending habits. To change this, you need a clear and practical system of money management. The well-known 50 divided by 30 divided by 20 rule can be adjusted to better suit life after 50. Allocate 50% of your income for essential daily needs, 30% for wants that help maintain emotional balance, and 20% for savings and investments. At this stage, however, it's crucial to include a separate category for healthcare and family support, as these are unavoidable expenses. Once you set clear boundaries for each portion of your income, you will avoid the trap of money in, money out, and create stability for the future. Financial discipline is not about restriction, but about building control and peace of mind. It ensures that your finances remain safe while giving you the confidence and freedom to live comfortably and securely. With proper planning, the years after 50 can be a time of strength and stability rather than worry and uncertainty. Lack of consistency is one of the main reasons why many people after 50 struggle to achieve sustainable results in both finances and health. Many begin with great excitement, create detailed plans, even buy books, tools, or enroll in courses, but only keep it up for a short time before giving up. They jump from one thing to another, try a diet and abandon it, manage to save money for a few months, then fall back into old spending habits. This constant disruption makes previous efforts almost worthless and leaves them feeling like they are not progressing, sometimes even doubting their ability to change. After the age of 50, consistency becomes even more crucial, as the body needs longer to adapt and finances require steady accumulation to produce lasting results. To overcome this challenge, an effective approach is to set a fixed schedule with 3 essential activities each week. The 3 blocks to secure on your calendar are learning, investing, and moving. Learning can be reading books, taking an online course, or simply spending time listening to valuable podcasts. Investing means reviewing your financial plan, exploring new opportunities, or simply checking your savings portfolio. Moving refers to physical activities that suit your health, such as walking, yoga, or gentle exercise. Once these 3 blocks are scheduled and treated as non-negotiable appointments, you gradually build rhythm and stability. Over time, these small routines connect into a solid system, helping you maintain your health, strengthen your finances, and cultivate lasting confidence in your journey after 50. One of the most overlooked yet powerful factors influencing life after 50 is the environment of relationships around you. When you are constantly exposed to people who complain, carry negativity, or pull you back into old habits, you gradually get absorbed into that same negative energy. They might be longtime friends, neighbors, or even relatives, people who drain your motivation, leave you feeling tired, and make you question your own efforts. Such an environment not only slows your progress, but can also push you to give up before you see real results. After 50, both time and energy are precious assets, and letting them be consumed by unhealthy relationships is extremely dangerous. The solution is to intentionally clean up your circle by creating a clear checklist. Put a B next to those who give you positive energy, encourage growth, and inspire you to believe that change and progress are still possible. Mark an A for those who constantly complain, sow doubt, drag you back into harmful habits, or make you feel inadequate. This process of categorization helps you clearly see who truly deserves a place in your inner circle and who needs to be kept at a distance. It doesn't mean cutting people off completely, but you can limit how often you interact with them, spend less time with those who drain you, and invest more time in people who uplift you. When you make these adjustments, life feels lighter, your mind becomes more at ease, and most importantly, you create an environment that supports your health, strengthens your finances, and allows you to enjoy a stable and peaceful later life. After 50, many people still keep the habit of only going to the doctor when their body shows unusual symptoms, while neglecting regular checkups that can detect illnesses early. On top of that, their diet is often unbalanced, with little attention to essential nutrition, which easily leads to being overweight, lacking vital micronutrients, or developing chronic diseases. Daily exercise is also frequently overlooked, with long hours spent sitting, little walking, and minimal physical activity, causing the body to weaken over time and making recovery much harder when problems arise. This passive lifestyle carries serious risks because once health begins to decline, it is very difficult to regain strength, and treatment often requires large medical expenses that create financial pressure for the family. What needs to change is the mindset of treating health as the #1 priority. Go for regular checkups at least every 6 months, maintain a balanced diet with plenty of vegetables, reduce sugar and unhealthy fats, and commit to at least 30 minutes of light activity each day, such as walking, yoga, or gentle exercise. When your health is stable, your mind also stays sharp, and every financial plan or life goal you pursue will stand on a stronger foundation. Technology is changing at a rapid pace, from digital banking and online healthcare services to tools that can help generate extra income. Yet many people after the age of 50 often feel hesitant to learn, believing they are too old to keep up or fearing that technology is too complicated, so they choose to avoid it. This delay unintentionally limits their potential, causing them to miss out on conveniences that could make life easier, as well as opportunities to improve financial management or create new sources of income. In reality, just a little patience and the willingness to start small can gradually break down these barriers. Instead of trying to master everything at once, begin with simple apps such as using online banking to pay bills, booking medical appointments through digital platforms, or learning how to use video call software to stay connected with children, grandchildren, and friends. Once these basic skills become familiar, confidence naturally grows, making it much easier to adopt more advanced tools later. Taking the initiative to learn technology not only saves time and reduces hassle, but also opens the door to a more convenient, modern, and connected lifestyle in the years after 50. Many people avoid discussing wills, sharing assets, or passing down life lessons, thinking it is uncomfortable or unnecessary. However, this avoidance often leaves children and grandchildren without clear direction, which can lead to confusion and even conflict later on. Without a plan, assets may be mismanaged, family relationships strained, and the wisdom of a lifetime lost instead of being preserved. Planning early does not mean anticipating the worst. It means giving peace of mind to yourself and security to your family. Creating a will, documenting how assets should be managed, and openly talking about your values and experiences provide clarity and stability for the next generation. It is not just about money, but also about passing on lessons that shaped your life, helping your children understand both the financial and emotional legacy you wish to leave behind. When you take the step to prepare early, you reduce the chances of disputes, protect what you worked hard for, and create a meaningful bridge between generations. A clear plan is both a financial gift and a spiritual inheritance, ensuring your loved ones are guided, supported, and united long after you are gone. After 50, what matters most is not the advice you've heard or the books you've read, but the actions you take to change. Your future at 70 is built by the choices you make today. Each bad habit you give up becomes a brick in the foundation of stability and peace. Don't wait for hardship to force you. Start now with one small, steady step. The person caring for you at 70 is yourself today. Take a hard look, drop one habit holding you back, and commit by commenting, "Done with the habit," you'll quit. That shows you're ready to act, not just listen.